Swedish hard rockers Confessed been around for a little over 10 years now, releasing albums. I have known the name. They've popped up on Spotify. I've heard maybe a song here and there, but haven't really paid attention until the release of this new album, Metalmorphosis. They dropped a couple of singles and we heard them on Metal on Trial last week. It's like, wow, this is definitely up my alley. So we checked out the album and we're here to tell you our thoughts on this absolute masterpiece. I'm going to say it right from the start. I think this album is outstanding. Now, I love glam rock and that whole scene. I love symphonic metal. I love progressive metal. I love power metal. And this album surprised me because it wasn't just what I was expecting. It had elements of all of that thrown in. How did you feel when you first heard this album, Belle?
Well, it was described to me as like a sleaze rock, hard rock, Sunset Strip kind of vibe. And I was all for that. Yes, it was that, especially the Warriors, which is what our first introduction to this band was. We got that sort of gritty, dirty Sunset Strip rock, and it was cool.
Big road type of sound.
Yeah, and I really like that. Listening to the album though, that's actually the second track, I believe. So it starts out with this kind of ethereal vocal chorus that honestly it reminds me of Bless the Child by Nightwish.
Nightwish, exactly.
Yeah,
exactly right.
And that doesn't last long, you know. It just kind of is an intro section and then it launches into some more hard rock. But I'm like, oh wow, what? This is nothing like the Warriors. So that was cool. Already I was getting some diversity in what they do.
Doing that as an intro and then kicking into what we were expecting gives you that whole shades of things to come. They really set that up throughout the album, I think, as well. They don't linger in one place too long. You get what you expect and then you move into like a bit of a surprise. And then as the album progresses, it's like, okay, now we're fully in this world and now we're fully in that world. And then it comes together with an overall new immersion, like a metamorphosis. It's such a cool album title because you have what you expect and you come out the other end of this album just like, okay, there's a lot more to this band and it's absolutely amazing. I mean, I love diverse albums. I love the big riffs, the catchy melodies. And you got the various song lengths, different styles, different themes, songs that tell stories with great lyrics. And it delivers all that with catchy choruses that you can sing along to. It's like somebody added the best of everything that I like and put it all together into one awesome album.
Yeah, you do get, you know, quite a few genres mixed in. It's sort of like a melting pot. You've got your baseline kind of hard rock, sometimes bordering on like metal as well. Like there's some heavy moments on this. It's not all one thing. Like it just ebbs and flows. Like you get softer side of this band with tracks like The Other Side and Beat of My Heart. Beat of My Heart, gorgeous acoustics on that, really kind of slowed down. It flowed really well as an album as well. Like it just never sat in the same spot for too long. And there were folk elements there here and there, sort of maybe Swedish folk, the silver melon. I'm not sure that's how you say it or what it means, but yeah, that was cool. There was a vocal breakdown in the opening track, which was very folky.
Some of these songs fall into the glam sleaze style that you would expect. Then you get like the epic stuff, the progressive stuff, which is cool. Then you get a couple of personal songs. Belle mentioned Beat of My Heart, which is a 2-minute, 22-second song which breaks things up nicely. Really laid-back acoustic track, which is really nice. And then not really a laid-back song, but The Other Side. And that's got really personal lyrics. We don't go for the fantasy side, we don't go for the rocking side. This is just really deep and meaningful. I like stories or songs that set within 4 minutes will set up the situation, build the drama, and then give a possible resolution. And a great way they do that with this is once again with the lyric play, because start the lyrics are something like, it would mean the world to me if I could see you now. I would do anything, just tell me how. The end, it changes. It would mean the world to me if I could see you now. Will you remember me on the other side? You get more information in between the verses to find out why this is so personal, and gives you a lot to think about. What has happened? What's going on in this life? What's the story about? Because that change means it's a lot more personal than what we started out with in that song. Absolutely standout, right? Love that song.
So there's a song called Pursuit of the Jenny Hanover. I didn't know what that was. I thought it was a person, but it's not, is it?
No.
What is
I looked it up as well.
exactly?
Did you look it up?
I did.
Yeah.
It's some kind of carved, like...
Carved, mummified carcasses of stingrays and skates that they use.
Yeah.
It's an act that sailors used to perform back in the 16th century, using dried mummified corpses of rays and skates. Specimens were meticulously cut and stretched and folded to resemble mythical monsters like dragons and demons, and was sold as souvenirs or fake proofs of sea creatures. So, interesting.
Amazing thing to write a song about, but it's a cool song. You know what? These guys are Swedish, so that doesn't necessarily mean they should sound like other Swedish bands. But the chorus, the vocal, like really sounded like Ghost. I got Ghost vibes.
Okay.
In that, if you go back and listen to that, maybe it was just me thinking that everyone gets something. But I just got Ghost in that chorus.
Okay, cool.
And I'm not even really a big Ghost fan, but it came out of me.
Of course, I like the word usage. I think I was more focused on the actual lyrics and the tone, but now I'm hearing it and I can hear like Tobias Forge there. But these lyrics are really good because it's sparing use of language, which I love for this case because it kind of gave a bit of a Lost at Sea, Siren Call, kind of very confined, kind of claustrophobic, but a slight alteration. So the heart of the ocean, wild and free, the one who can save me, show me the way, and then the heart of the ocean, come with me. There's a slight change. The one who can change me, will you believe? So it seems grounded, but it's a slight change. I love just slight alterations in lyrics. It makes it really, you're not just staying in one place. There's a journey here. And a lot of these songs,
perhaps another voice coming in.
Yeah, exactly, like altering your mindset and everything. Plus, that song, it has two verses, and it's only 4 lines each. And then a lot of it is that repeating chorus, which is drawing you into this section. So it's very cool. Very cool song.
Cool song.
Like, that one is one of the epic songs, along with, as you mentioned a little while ago, Silverman, whereas Pursuit of Jenny Hanover had sparing words. Silverman has a lot of description in there. It really paints a picture. It's just two very contrasting and excellent ways to tell stories. Without the bonus track on this, that would be the closing moment of the album, that song. I like how it's got like the ocean sound effect with the bass and the keyboard. Just a kind of calming way to end the album. But then you get To the Fire as the closing moment, which is like a bonus track, and got like a killer metal riff to that song. It's a cool way to close it out with a song of what you would expect from this band, rather than the experimentation that we've gone through.
Yeah, well, I don't know what I expect from this band. I expect diversity. That's for sure. After listening to this, overall, they're a hard rock, on the harder side of hard rock. But they're not just sleaze, which is sort of what I think they're described as. They're way more than that. Yeah. Maybe it's because you have your Sunset Strip theme, and then you get bands like this kind of bringing that vibe in. They do it so well. But there's like a classiness there that I think the Europeans kind of bring into that sound. Like they just, no offense to the American bands, and I love Skid Row and one Motley Crue album. But like I like that scene. But yeah, the Europeans, the Nordic countries in particular, they've just got such a sense for melody.
Yeah.
That like no one else has. And I love it. I'm so drawn to it. And they infuse that into the kind of sleaze rock sound, and it's just blended so beautifully. I love this album.
Exceptionally good job with it, because so many bands are doing this now, especially from Sweden and Finland. So in order to set themselves apart, and they did a great job of it, is to incorporate other genres into their sound. They don't alienate people. Like Wicked Temptation, as soon as that song comes on, that is exactly what you were expecting from this band. And that and the Warriors, both of the songs with the video clips, and it's just the band just being the band, doing what they do. But then once again, it drew us both in, and we got to check out this amazing album, which was full of surprises. Excellent guitar playing, excellent singing, melodies, just composition, writing, everything was just amazing.
And we finally got to hear that harmonica solo by Will Wild. We didn't get in the 60-second grab from Metal on Trial last week, but it was well worth the wait. Fantastic.
It certainly blew my mind. Harmonica blew. So that's our thoughts on the new album from Confess, Metalmorphosis. Drop your comments underneath in the comment section. What you think of this album, what you think of the band, how have they progressed over the years? Tell us what you know about this band.
And please like, share, subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate all the support, and we hope you'll join us again. But until next time, we'll see you in the darkness.